What is all this crap? Well, as you may have guessed by the title of the video, this is the October 2016 pickup video. So we're just going to go through these items one by one, not too quick and not too slow, just to see what everything here is. So we'll start off with what was probably the the most boring items. This here. What is this, and why does it have all these wires? Well, this is a port replicator, a universal one for a laptop. So you'd plug in via USB to your computer. You'd plug in power, and then in theory, to that one USB port, you would get parallel port serial PS2 ports for mouse and keyboard, USB ports. I'm guessing these are probably USB 1.0 or 2.0. It's certainly not 3. And a network port. Now you have all that bandwidth going through one network cable. Yeah, I wouldn't rely on this too much. It has status indicators right here. It's hard to see them on the camera, but they are for USB activity and I'm guessing network activity. So it's made by Kensington. For anybody wanting to know, it's in model K33055 for home and office use, as opposed to use on your boat. But what if you have an office on your boat? Well, fuck you. And onto the floor it goes. And the other boring item, well, this here is a GameCube power supply. The person I got this from had just this power supply. They had nothing else with it. No system, no console, which is also the name for the system. No games, no controllers, just the power cord. So why would I buy that? Well, I actually have a GameCube with no power cord, so yay for me. Now, on to something which is a little more exciting. We have this PC card, which you can see, which is slightly obscured by the sticker. It's a digital analog tuner HP Express card, which I don't know why it's Express card, but it's a full width card. Make up your mind. It goes with this. This is the antenna that connects to it. This is the remote that I'm assuming goes with it, or at least somebody used with it, because it also says HP and it's a remote. I also have the IR remote sensor for this remote, and I seem to misplace it. Wait, no, I didn't. Here it is. And somebody even conveniently wrote on it for us. TV remote sensor, in case you're fucking stupid. It also connects by USB for anybody wondering. And we take it away. Our next item is this. This is a Kobe TV. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's really small, nice little HD TV. No, well, it is small. You got that part right. It is not HD. It is 4:3 aspect ratio. And it just does standard TV. And for some reason, the texture on here, which of course you can't feel because, you know, you're watching a video of this, it kind of feels like somebody took this and then scraped it on the ground repeatedly. It has ports on the side for video and audio input along with RF input. That's the power cord I just plugged in, as you would figure. Headphone slot, power slot, and interestingly on the back these are two other power connectors. So I'm guessing that this thing could have went in some kind of car mounted kit. This is a stand that I can't currently open because I'm using one hand to open it. Oh, no, there we go. And you could sit it right there. The person I got it from said they use this in their home to watch TV on. While that is a very plausible use for it, it's probably the worst possible use for it because, well, you can certainly use a bigger TV in your house than this tiny little 5.6-inch TV. But to each their own. This is a remote for the TV, which I should have just shown before, but that's what it is. These were in a bag together at the thrift store because some thrift stores do just randomly package electronics together when they're small. One is this Sharp Yo 350. It says that, see? Yo, yo! And weirdly enough, you would think that it would say that maybe here, but this just says 64 KB. Kilobyte, for those who don't know. I have a fascination with these small planners. I had a few of them when I was a kid. I like them. I had the Sega version, which was had a little game on it. This was in the bag with the planner. It's a calculator. It's made by Dista. Well, it's probably not made by Dista, but it's branded by Dista, whatever Dista happens to be. Has a little business card holder here. And again, it says Dista right on here. So these next couple items I actually got from a local game store here that they do a once-a-year half-price sale. So I go in there and get a couple of things which I didn't want to pay full price for. This was only $8, which made it $4, and it's a Nintendo 64 cassette for a Japanese Nintendo 64. And for comparison, because I already have it, here is the same game for an American N64. As you can tell, the carts are mostly the same. This says 64 on it, which this price is Mario 64. Oh, sorry, its price is Tennis 64. Because, you know, Nintendo did that. But this says Camelot on it. Was Camelot the developer of this game? It could have been. And then if you look on the back compared to each other, you can see in the corners is what makes the physical region lock happen on N64. So if you were to modify your N64, so those little corners cut out, how it is on the US version, you can then play this game in your American 64. Other than that, the carts are identical. If we even stack them up, there's no difference from this angle. The pinouts are the same. It's just that little notch being a different place. It's what makes them different. Now here's something that really has no difference. These are the, well, this is what I had picked up. This is the Nintendo DS Browser Japanese version. And this is the American version, which I already had. I'm just doing this for comparison's sake. And they're both for the DS Lite. And everything's nearly identical here. The little graphics they use, it's all the same. The logo's the same, except that little bit of Japanese up there. It says DS in the middle of it, right there. And the back is overall the same too. Prominently showing it has Opera 8.5, and the US version did the same. And for anyone wondering, because I know you are, I feel it. It does also come with the RAM expansion needed to use the DS browser. I don't know if any games actually use that expansion. Nah, I think it was just the browser. Alright, this was actually not from the half-price sale. This was from the yard sale I got the TV tuner from. This is I guess it was supposed to be a Command & Conquer multi-pack, but when I got in the car and opened it, I only spent, I don't think I even spent the buck for this. I think I spent 50 cents because of my expert negotiation skills. It seems to be missing, I'm guessing, 2 of the games. So it does have this game, and it has this game, but whatever the other 2 games are, or one if it was a multi-disc, I don't know. It doesn't got them. Look at it slowly go away. Hey, want to get real? Real 3DO interactive multiplayer? I got it here. So this is the sampler CD that what came with the front load 3DO made by Panasonic. I have that system. I did not have this sample CD. So this was nice to little kind of complete the set. So half price sale, $250. Why not? And finally, the last item. And probably for me, the most exciting item. This, as we bring it up, is a box of cards, but not just any cards. Let's open it. 1993 Super Mario Brothers. Wait a second. Super Mario Brothers cards. Could they be from the, my god, Super Mario Brothers movie from summer of 1993? Why, yes they are. And these are Skybox, which for anybody who does not know, I want to get into a little bit of a 90s lore here. So in the 1990s, they made cards about everything. And these weren't a game. You didn't play these cards. They were just cards that would illustrate the scenes of the movie. And there was 100 cards. a not-so-dead end. And they were kind of in the order of the movie, if you went through the cards numerically. And the whole set's here. It's just missing the hologram cards, which should have been in this box. But in the 90s, they made movie cards. And it was just the kind of, almost like an advertisement you bought. And if you really like the movie, then that's great. But I have Simpsons cards, I have Ninja Turtle cards, all just, you know, whatever. And as for the name Skybox, now, there was a few different card manufacturers back in the 90s. Well, they probably still exist now, but they probably just don't make anything worth anything. Skybox was one of the higher end cards. I remember, like, when I'd buy them, those Skybox, like the small packs costed probably more money than other cards did. So, hey. And if you don't like this movie, then fuck you, I like it. Anyway, that is our October 2016 pickup video. So, I hope you enjoyed everything, because I sure did enjoy buying it and bringing it on this camera for you to see. Thanks for watching.